Move back here,
Okay,
give
great
her
team,
some
Lizzo.
space.
So
Welcome, Liz. Thank you so much for coming today to do this.
Oh, it's fun.
Awesome. So you guys are going to learn about superfoods, by the way. And she's a wealth of knowledge of this stuff. So thanks. And Liz's tweet name is Live with Liz.
L-I-Z.
So what I'm going to show you is just a really simple and basic chocolate recipe. Raw food, raw chocolate. Vita has all the ingredients that we're using today are available in the store. What we've done is we pre-melted cacao butter, which is raw cocoa butter. Thank you.
Oh, cool.
It's available in wafers now. It's easy to melt. And we've also melted down some coconut oil. So you want about half and half. It should be about 1 to 1.5 cups after it's been melted. So you want to melt that and stir it together. And we do the double boiler method. So you have a bowl of hot water that you melt it down with. And this is so fast, you're not going to believe how easy this is.
Now this is coconut oil. It comes in different sizes. It's extra virgin. You can see how thick it is. Who's had coconut oil, by the way? It's very, very yummy and very good for you.
It's good for your skin too. I go through huge tubs of coconut oil.
For facial? Like
For facial, I use it on my skin. That's all I've used on my skin exclusively for over 3 years.
So after you cleanse it and then put that on?
I cleanse it with the coconut oil as well. So I use coconut oil for everything. What I'm doing is just cutting a vanilla bean. I'll show you how to scrape the vanilla bean just to use the seeds. I use real vanilla beans whenever I can. Whole Foods are the best. So you just split the bean down the middle. Who else here likes using whole vanilla bean? Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And after you split it and use the seeds, I like to put it in a container of water in the fridge, the casing, and then you can use it in smoothies, the water. So yeah, it makes a nice vanilla flavor. So then you just scrape the seeds into your mixture. Like so. So that's 1 vanilla bean that we've put in there. Stir that up. I suppose I stole your spoon too.
Nope, I've got
I'm
lots.
stealing all Vita's things.
I can reuse it, that's fine. It's all good.
And we're going to put in 1 cup of cacao powder, which is raw coconut powder basically, unprocessed. The problem with heated cocoa is the fats in it go rancid and it destroys the fats in it. So with raw cacao powder, all the nutrients remain intact and you're not getting the rancid oil.
Also with any raw chocolate, raw cocoa, is that it's super, super high in magnesium. And a lot of women will crave chocolate that time of the month because the magnesium deficiency is greater for women. And that's why. Unfortunately, and I was guilty of it in my younger years, and I'd go for like the crappy chocolate. They're not good for you. This will satisfy instantly because it's in its purest form.
And the beauty with this recipe, it's so simple. You can have a healthy raw chocolate bar made in the time it would take you to go to the store and buy a junk one. So if you have all the ingredients on hand, it's so fast. You can put your own additives in it. In the samples I've provided, I put in goji berries and cacao nibs because I like a bit of a crunch. But you can use mulberries, all kinds of things. All different kinds of superfoods. And agave. And I usually put in about a tablespoon of sweetener. It depends how sweet you like it. So I usually just do a squirt.
Does everybody know what agave is?
Magic.
Oh!
Agave
It's from the
syrup.
same plant that tequila comes from.
Yeah, it's absolutely true, but you don't get drunk off of it and no hangovers. It's the nectar from the agave plant. It looks, a lot of people will call it a cactus, but it's actually not a cactus. It's actually part of the aloe vera family, believe it or not. So it's very healing. Fortunately, just to kind of give you a heads up, there's not very many good quality agaves out there. They're very processed. And supposedly there's a lot of issues down in Mexico right now with regards to the agave. And the one particular one that I've brought in is the real raw agave from Ultimate Superfoods. And you're going to probably see this a lot more now, and this is a really clean, clear agave. For those of you that have had agave, you can taste the difference between the two night and day. You've probably seen the ones at Costco, not even any comparison to this stuff.
This one I find too with this particular one, it's sweeter, so you use less. That's been my experience with it. You don't need quite as much. So that's it. That's it. That's all there is to making the chocolate, and then you pour it into your mold of choice. We've got these great square molds. This is a little mini muffin tin that I like to use. That's all there is to it.
Do you need to grease them or anything like that?
Nothing like that. They just pop right out. So that is the.
Do they have to be? Does they set or freeze, or they just set them?
You set them. They will set either in the freezer or the fridge.
Okay.
And it takes like 10 minutes for it to set properly. It's really quick.
Also, if you don't have molds, these are really good for pouring them into and putting in the freezer.
Just a cookie sheet. You can use a cookie sheet, make a bark out of it, sprinkle toppings on it. I like to use lavender. Lavender is really good with dark chocolate.
The Himalayan salt would be great on that too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Himalayan salt is great.
Yeah.
And good for you too.
Yes.
See, I'm thinking your way now, my girl.
Yeah.
Alice, can you go grab one back?
Just play with it. I've tried so many different additives with my chocolate, and it's hard to mess it up. I've tried a lot of different things. Pink peppercorns I've even put in it.
So that's raw chocolate.
Brilliant.
That was it.
Thanks, Liz.
That's it. It is, and that's exactly what Liz did.
Yeah.
You tried. It is super easy.
Super easy. It's fun. It's fun to experiment and see what else you can put in it.
How long does it take to set?
About 10 minutes. It sets so fast. Once you pour it and put it in the fridge or freezer, it sets really quick. Yeah.
Made out. Thanks, Liz.
You're welcome.
Hard to do.